Well, we played pretty good. I just missed my shot in the first end, and we scored 2. Instead, we give up a steal. Overswept my one in the second, and maybe a fraction, arguably not there. We give up another steal where it could have been 2. And then once you get down 2 against those guys, it was hard to come back, and it was a grind. They played very good, but the start was disappointing to miss those shots by millimeters. And the one in the first end, a millimeter is all it was on the top, and disappointing. I think we can take some consolation in the fact that they played really good. I don't think we necessarily came out here and lost it. I thought we went for it in the first couple ends for sure, taking our chance to get our deuce, and it didn't happen, and we dug ourselves a little bit of a hole. But credit got to go to Kevin and his group. They played a phenomenal game. They're a great team and a great representative for Canada.
He made a great shot in 7 too.
He made a bunch of great shots. We had a deuce set up earlier in the game, and he made a nice double to take that away from us. And the 7th end just didn't shape up that well. We just missed the angles, and we were in a lot of heat that end. Whereas if we got maybe an inch here or there, we would have been in great shape. But they played a phenomenal game.
Feel great. Pretty special feeling whenever you can win a Brier, especially one this tough. I mean, so many good teams here. We had an awesome week, and huge for our team. We struggled last year, and to come back, have a great year, and top it off with a Brier win's awesome. Oh, it's huge. I mean, whenever you don't have hammer, you're a little apprehensive at giving up an early deuce and being chasing. And we made a couple good draws early. In the first end, wasn't expecting a steal. Was hoping Brad only would get 1 out of it. And steal was a bonus. And after that, I thought we really controlled the game. I mean, it's just. It feels great. I mean, this event is so hard to win. To win 3 out of 4, feels awesome, and with a new team, feels even better. Yeah, it wasn't looking good early that end, especially coming back after a steal. But Marc made some good shots. We had the angles right for the second half of the end, and that was the big turning point, especially after giving up a steal in 6 to bounce right back and get a 3. It's tough. We're not going to lose many.
Just talk about the thrill of doing this again. I mean, does it ever get tired?
Tired. I haven't won the Brier in a long time, but when you're winning, the years we were playing with Kevin and we were going so good, you just think that it's kind of human nature to do that, and it's not. I mean, it took a lot of hard work for this team to get to where we are. Last year we struggled, and we put a lot of work in the off season, and going forward this year, and our coach and our 5th Scott were unbelievable for us here this week. And I'm a little bit lost for words. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's cliche that you feel unbelievable and you feel great, but you can't replace this feeling with anything else. And so, yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I can't wait to get the switch win with the boys.
2 perfect team shots to produce the steals in the first 2 ends.
Yeah.
During the game.
Yeah, I mean, with Brad starting with the hammer, we knew that we had to try to flip the hammer sometime late in the second half, try to be really patient. We flipped it after 1. Kevin made 2 really good draws. And, Brad just kind of missed his first one and 1 for 1. He's a little bit ways off for 2, but even getting 1 there would have been big for him. And that was a nice break, and then Kevin played a great shot in 2, and that shot for Brad wasn't there because he threw it perfect, and they heard the guard, it just wasn't there. So, those 2 points really got us off to a good start, and we ran from there.
You first hooked up with Kevin Gushue in 2002 with 3.
A long time, 2003.
Yeah, 2003. Did you see this in him even then?
I'll tell you what, back then, me and Paul Moffat, my lead at the time, we used to say to people, they don't know how good Kevin Gushue is. And back then he had that big weight weapon that very few people had, and he still has it. And obviously, I knew he was good. I didn't know he was this good. That was quite the performance he put on this week.
Well, and even tonight. But I go back to the first and second end, 2 team shots all the way around, thrown, called, swept.
Yeah.
Well, steals.
Yeah. No, it was great sweep by Benny in the first end and the second end. That's the one thing that's made us better this year is we're a way better all-around team. And I think that allows each one of us to play that much better. And you can't win curling events anymore with just a hot skip. You need a full team, and that's what we've become.
You get to wear the maple leaf again. It's been a while. And, there's pressure on you guys. We haven't won that thing for a few years.
Yeah. It doesn't get much easier, does it? The world is going to be stacked. But we're looking forward to the opportunity. I know Kevin has some unfinished business. I don't think he was really happy with the way they played in Beijing, so I think we'll try to get out there and play good, and you know what, just keep doing the same, and we've been having a lot of fun. We haven't won a Brier in 7 years. you don't get this opportunity very often, so you enjoy it when you have it. So we'll just go to the Worlds and have a good time and see what happens.